on the line to talk to me about new Department of Health statistics showing that 1 in 6 pregnancies in Ireland are now aborted. And that means over 10,000 abortions taking place in Ireland last year, is NIAMH UÍ BHRIAIN from the Life Institute. Good morning, Niamh. How are you?
Good morning. Thanks very much for having us on.
It's a real pleasure, Niamh. Now, what did you make of this news when you heard it? Like, they're shocking figures, aren't they? 1 in 6 pregnancies aborted in Ireland last year. That's over 10,000 abortions.
It is, and I think, back in 2018, when I suppose pro-life campaigners did warn that abortion rates would significantly increase if the 8th Amendment was repealed. But I think if we had told voters then, that within 6 years you'd be looking at 10,000 abortions in 1 year, just in 1 year alone, people would refuse to believe it. And we keep using the word shocking. Like every year I think we're shocked anew hearing by what's happening. But what we are seeing is this terrible increase, this spiralling really in the abortion rate. In 2018 we had that really shocking figure, 6,666 abortions. It jumped up to more than 8,000 in 2022, and now it's jumped again to more than 10,000 in 2023. And as you said, 1 in every 6 pregnancies are now aborted. Like, it's a shocking, really deeply disturbing, I think, reflection of where we are as a society.
And I think it reflects the fact that there seems to be very little effort by government to make any awareness or provide any support for women who might want to decide against abortion. It's the other way, if anything.
Yeah, precisely, because, one of the interesting things is that when the government brought forward the abortion legislation at the very end of 2018, they refused to put in anything in the reporting around abortion which might tell us why so many women are now undergoing abortions. So all we're getting is this very raw data from the Department of Health. We don't know, for example, are some of those repeat abortions. We don't know the reasons as to why women are undergoing abortions. What can we do to change that? And that's one of the reasons why, especially given the recent abortion review, which failed to look at all at the spiralling abortion rate and instead just wanted to broaden the abortion law even further. This week, the Life Institute has issued a call to the government urging it to set up a special task force to look at these shocking abortion rates and to see what can be done to tackle that and to offer real options to women. And we were really pleased to see Carol Nolan TD and other pro-life TDs supporting this and saying, look, something has to be done. We cannot have a government which is sometimes, to be honest, acting like a cheerleader for abortion, acting as if the increase in numbers is simply a reflection of people accessing abortion services that are being provided by the government, and that's a good thing. The government seriously needs to change its attitude, and I think a lot of the people, including some of those who might have voted yes in 2018, would look at these numbers and would absolutely support setting up a special task force to look at the reasons as to why this number of abortions are happening, look at what we can do instead to offer real options to women who often feel that they have no choice when they undergo abortions, and to also look at the law, because the law clearly is not working. We were told that abortion would be safe, legal and rare, and voters were told that repeatedly by very senior politicians, including then Taoiseach Leo Varadkar. Clearly that's not the case. The law is not working. Change must happen, and we're urging the government at the Rally for Life this weekend to set up this special task force to deal with these spiralling abortion rates.
Yeah, and it's kind of good timing, really, isn't it? With elections in the wind and people talking about the next government and how it'll be. And I think some of the evidence from the recent local and European elections that there is more of an opinion that maybe isn't quite towing the line the way the government would like on every topic. It's probably a good time to highlight this and actually make people know how people feel about it. And that's really the focus of Saturday's rally, isn't it?
It is. So the Rally for Life is just a brilliant event. Like, at this stage, I think it's in everybody's calendar. It's the biggest pro-life event of the year, and when everybody comes together, people of all ages, people of all faiths and none, families, children, elderly, it's wonderful to see everybody there. It's a really big celebration of life, but it also always has this very particular second focus, and that's to hold the government to account. And I think you're absolutely right there, Kieran. I think we are looking at what has happened in this country since the beginning of the year, and we're seeing a serious disconnect, especially on cultural issues, between the government or between the establishment and the ordinary voter. So you're looking at things like the completely unexpected, or unexpected at least to the government, rejection of the 2 referenda in March, and you're looking at the elections in June, where at least 70 pro-life county councillors and city councillors were elected. So you're seeing very often that what the government might be hearing inside this NGO bubble is not what ordinary people are thinking. And I think very many ordinary people who are told that abortion would be rare and are looking at the figures and are horrified. And that's why, of course, thousands of people will come to the Rally for Life on Saturday. And everybody who's listening are very welcome to come along if you haven't been before. It's a great day out. To send that powerful message to the government, we will not accept that what the law has become, because this is everything you promised it wouldn't become, and something needs to be done to tackle this spiralling abortion rate and to offer women real options and to give back protection to unborn children who are human beings just the same as you and me and everybody listening.